On our last video lecture, we discussed what is regular grammar, what is grammar, the different types of grammar, who is Chomsky, what are the different, different types of grammar based on Chomsky. Okay, so in this video lecture, we're going to discuss how to derive the language from a grammar. Okay, we say derivation from a grammar. It means the set of all strings that can be derived from a grammar is said to be the language generated from the grammar. So basically, based on the rules of grammar, we could define all the acceptable strings by the machine. Okay, so for example, we have this grammar that contains these four tuples. So SA is the non-terminal symbol, AB terminal symbol, S will be the start symbol, and the rules that define the different strings acceptable by the machine. So let's start with the start symbol, which is S. And we all know that on the first rule, capital S will yield to a string that contains A, capital A, and small b. Okay, and based on the second rule, small a, capital A could be replaced by two small a's, capital A and B. So therefore, small a, capital A could be rewritten as AA, capital A, BB. Again, AA, capital A, B, we replace small a, capital A based on the second rule. Okay, and also the rule could be repeated. Okay, so we could apply second rule for small a, capital A. So we could replace it again by the second rule. So we have three small a's, capital A, three small b's. Again, small a, capital A is replaced by AA, capital A, and then B. Okay, and we have the third rule wherein A could yield to an empty string. So if we're going to implement this rule, A could be removed in our string. So therefore, the string will be A, 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 B, B, B. So this is an acceptable string of this grammar. And this is part of the language of this grammar. Okay, so now let's move on with second example. So we have this four tuple. Again, SAB is the non-terminal symbol, small ab, terminal symbol, capital S, the start symbol, and then the production rules that define the acceptable strings. So let's start with capital S. We all know that capital S yields capital AB, and based on the second rule, capital A could be replaced by small a. So we apply it now. And then capital B could be replaced by B. So therefore, our string will be small ab. Since all of the string are terminal state, therefore, this is an acceptable string. Okay, now let's move on with example 3. So, by the way, before example 3, so language that defines by G2 contains AB string. Okay, now let's move on with example 3. So we have this rule, SAB, again, non-terminal symbol, small ab, terminal symbol, capital S, the start symbol, and the rest will be the production rule for determining the acceptable string. So let's start with the start symbol rather. So we all know that start symbol yield a capital AB. And A could be replaced by either small a, capital A, or just small a. Same as with capital B, could be replaced by small b, capital B, or just a small b. So for me, I'm just going to replace A by the second option, which is small a, and B could be replaced by the small b. So this will be an acceptable string. Okay, another example wherein instead of using the second option, I'm going to use the first option for capital A. So A will be replaced by small a capital A, and B will be replaced by small b capital B, the first option. And then I could implement, or I could replace capital A by the second option. B could be replaced by the second option. So the result string will be AABB. So again, if you're going to use either of the two, it's okay. Okay. Third example. So again, start symbol yields capital A, capital B, and we could apply the two options for capital A, capital B. It's up to you. Okay. For me, I'm going to replace A by the first option. So small a, capital A, small b for the second option for capital B. And then for A, capital A, I could replace it by the second option. So now I have small a, two small a's, and small b. And based on this example, we could have different length for A and B. It depends on how we substitute capital A, capital B by the rule. Okay, so therefore, the number of A's and B could be the same or it could be different. Okay, so another example. So in this example, so B is replaced by this first option, and then capital B replaced by the second option for B. Okay, so just to generalize the language, okay, so we have this AB, A squared, B squared. So basically the squared means the number, how we're going to repeat the symbol. So the general rule for this language, for this grammar will be A raised to M, B raised to N, wherein M is greater than or equal to 0, and greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so it means M and N could be the same, and it could be different since we use different symbols for the number of repetition for A and B. Okay, so that will be how to derive the language from the grammar. Okay, so thank you. See you on the next video lecture.